If you have a small circle of friends and sometimes wonder if something's wrong with you, I need you to hear this. Evolutionary psychologists from the London School of Economics studied 15,000 people and found something shocking. The more intelligent someone is, the less satisfied they feel with frequent social interaction. But it's not antisocial behavior. It's not arrogance. It's actually tied to how your brain evolved to process survival, meaning, and fulfillment. And once you understand why, everything about your social life will suddenly make sense. The study, published in the British Journal of Psychology, revealed that people with higher IQs reported lower life satisfaction when they socialized more frequently. That's the opposite of what happens with average intelligence individuals, who thrive on social connection. So what's going on? Psychologists Norman Lee and Satoshi Kanazawa developed what they call the savanna theory of happiness. The idea is this: our brains are still wired for survival in small, hunter-gatherer groups of about 150 people. For most of human history, more social interaction meant better survival, sharing resources, protection, cooperation. But here's the twist: highly intelligent people are better at adapting beyond evolutionary defaults. In simple terms, smarter people are less dependent on the tribe. They can solve problems independently, entertain themselves intellectually, and find fulfillment in solitary pursuits like reading, creating, or deep work. Frequent socializing isn't adding value, it's actually draining cognitive resources they'd rather spend elsewhere. But there's more to it. A separate study from Cornell University found that people with higher fluid intelligence, the ability to think abstractly and solve novel problems, prefer fewer, deeper relationships over many shallow ones. It's not about quantity. It's about intellectual and emotional compatibility. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're at a party. Small talk about weather, weekend plans, trending Netflix shows. For most people, this is pleasant, low stakes, easy connection. But if you're wired for depth, your brain is screaming, "Where's the substance?" You're not rude. You're understimulated. Psychologist Matthias Mell conducted a study published in Psychological Science that tracked conversations of participants for 4 days. The happiest people weren't those with the most conversations. They were the ones with the most substantive conversations. Deep talk about ideas, meaning, philosophy, that's what correlated with life satisfaction. Here's the thing intelligent people figure out early: energy is finite. Every surface-level conversation is time not spent reading, creating, thinking, or connecting with the few people who actually get you. It's not elitism. It's resource management. And there's a loneliness paradox here too. Studies show that intelligent people report feeling lonely more often, even with friends around. Why? Because they're not just seeking company, they're seeking intellectual resonance. A room full of people means nothing if no one speaks your language. Here's the truth that sets you free: having fewer friends doesn't mean you're failing at life. It means you've figured out what actually fulfills you. You're not broken. You're selective. Some of history's greatest minds had tiny social circles. Isaac Newton was notoriously solitary. Tesla had virtually no friends. Jane Austen's social world was her family and a handful of correspondents. They weren't missing out. They were all in on depth. So if you'd rather spend Friday night reading than at a crowded bar, if you have 3 close friends instead of 30 acquaintances, if you feel exhausted after social events everyone else found energizing, you're not weird. You're intelligent. And your brain is wired to seek meaning over noise, depth over breadth, quality over quantity. That's not loneliness. That's clarity. And psychology backs you up completely.